Welcome back, guys. Today's a big day. For me, at least. Many of you were able to watch the release of BTS's On when it released. But for some reason, my subscribers are very strict and wouldn't allow me to post a reaction until the 24-hour cycle. So I agreed to it. And, I do this not out of respect for the BTS group, but rather out of respect for the army, because they got things to do within the first 24 hours. And, I don't want to get in their way. I realize I am not the main event and merely a sideshow. So, I'd like to steer clear of the stampede and let the BTS army do their thing when necessary. So I waited a full 24 hours, and we are going to listen to it. I'm going to listen to the Spotify version first because that's how that's what the mods told me to do. They recommended I listen to that and then watch the YouTube music video. I don't know why, but we'll see. We'll see why they said that. And we will jump in. Actually, before we jump in, I should state that I have very high expectations for this song. Simply because their previous releases, Shadow and Black Swan, were of such high quality. I think they will continue this path. And for me, I think the biggest reason behind their growth in music right now is probably the fact that their surrounding infrastructure has probably risen significantly, namely anything that pertains to the music, sound, or composers, or studio, or any of those elements. I think at this point they have the resources to utilize the best of the best, and I think that is reflected in the two singles that were released before, in Shadow and Swan, and Ego. And I expect nothing but the best. There's a reason why they selected this as the title track. I just hope it's not too poppy. I would rather it not follow Boy With Love in that style. I would rather them, stay a little bit hard while maintaining a wide audience for this release, because that's what the title track is supposed to do. It's supposed to capture a very wide range of listeners. So please don't go too wide or too commercial, I guess is the best way to put it. And we will start now. Interesting.
살이 되겠지 Bring the pain No fear 방법을 하겠지 작은 것을 breathe 그거 어둠 속내 삶 소화 breathe 내가 날게 하는 것들의 힘 넘어져도 다시 일어나 scream 넘어져도 다시 일어나 scream 언제나 우린 둘의 숨이 설령 내 눈앞에 땅이 닿을지 온종 파묻히지 않는 이상 두고 그런 애프닝 좀 내가 We no matter We no matter what We no matter what 네가 뭐라던 누가 뭐라던 I don't give a I don't give a I don't give a Yeah Hey na 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 미치지 않으려면 미쳐야 해 나를 다듬죠 이 두쪽 세상에 에코노미 당겨진 No I'm a fighter 제발로 들어온 나를 다 감어 Find me and I'm gonna live it up 가져와 bring the pain on yeah All the time I bring the pain on yeah Rainy falling sky keep falling every day you're not alive 가져와 bring the pain on yeah 날 고통이 있는 곳에 내가 숨 쉬게 하소서 My everything My blood and tears Got no fears I'm singing 에코노미 당겨진 No I'm a fighter 깜깜한 심해서 기꺼이 잠겨 Find me and I'm gonna bring the joy 가져와 bring the pain on yeah All the time I bring the pain on yeah Rainy falling sky keep falling every day you're not alive Find me and I'm gonna bring the joy 가져와 bring the pain on yeah All the time I bring the pain on yeah All the time we're just going on and on and on and on 가져와 bring the pain on yeah
Okay. That was a lot. That was a lot. I will simply state that it is sensational. This song is amazing. I am. I'm utterly blown away at this moment. I don't know how they continually come up with these great concepts and themes and music. It's really amazing. It really is. I loved it. I really did. It's a weird mix. It's a weird eclectic mix of what they incorporated. I'll say right now, I really, really love how they really tuned their voices, each member, to their respective colors. So it wasn't a blanket auto-tune job. It was they really tuned it so well to match up with each member's abilities. It's apparent. It's really apparent in with Jimin, with RM, with J-Hope, and of course Jungkook. All of them actually. It's just amazing that they can pick up on their strength and actually build upon each member's strengths. For me, the biggest positive was probably the beat. It's a very complex beat. I think they incorporated kind of like the the military snare style of beat, which was fascinating to listen to. It's just too much to take in at one time, actually. We're going to take another listen to it, but it really meshed up well with the sampling. The sample was, an older kind of a R&B or folk style of a sample, and it went really well with the military percussions. Overall, I would say this is probably kind of like a New Orleans funk. It has hints of that hidden in the song. Not hidden, but it kind of hints at that kind of style. But it's so new and fresh how they incorporate everything together. It's a sound that's never been formulated like this. Each components, I've never seen this done and mesh so well. But it's a very good job. I need to listen to this because there's just way too much to comprehend with one listen. So we will listen to it one more time. Oop. There's a lot of beat changes, but they work really well. And I have never heard Jimin's voice like this. This is very, very good job with the voice. What they did with RM's voice here, the layering, is really, really good. There's one voice where he's really, really high, and one really low. But the low one is really calm, and it's it's amazing to hear. I love it when they utilize RM's voice in different ways like this. For the record, I don't mind the autotune here because it's not a blanket autotune. They're really enhancing each member's style of voice, and especially the rap line. I don't mind autotune being used in rap at all because that's kind of like the industry standard, and that's how rap is rapped nowadays. So I have no problem with any use of autotune in raps. But the way they did it here, it's so done well. It really is tastefully done again. Great melody. I don't know if you guys are familiar with that song, Rolling in the Deep by Adele, but it has very similar bass and beat combo as this. So if you listen right here, right after the the bridge, it's gonna go in right here. I love this verse.
모두 내 피와 살이 되겠지 Bring the pain No fear 방법을 하겠지 작은 것들 breathe 그거 어둠 속 내 산소와 빛 내가 날게 하는 것들의 힘 넘어져도 다시 일어나 scream 넘어져도 다시 일어나 scream 언제나 우린 둘의 숨이
I kind of wish they changed up the autotune between J-Hope and Suga's part, but if you listen to it, and you could kind of get confused that Suga it's Suga now because of the use of autotune. They kind of, I would have liked it if they differentiated the two members there, but you know, there's a heavy use of autotune in J-Hope's last part, and then the beginning of Suga's part as well. So it's really hard to understand that it's a different member coming in. But very, very, very minor gripe at this point. Right here.
미치지 않으려면 미쳐야 해 나를 다듬죠 이 뒤쪽 세상에 에코노미 당겨진 no I'm a fighter 제발로 들어온 나를 다 감어 Find me and I'm gonna live it up 가져와 bring the pain on yeah 올라타고 bring the pain on yeah Rainy falling sky keep falling every day you're not
I'm just gonna say this part where Jungkook comes out. This is simply amazing. I cannot believe they were able to put this part in the song, and it feels so natural. And it's just an angelic verse in an otherwise chaotic song, and it really works. There's nothing unnatural about it. And again, you know, Jungkook, of course, he comes to perform, and he does it lovely. Good ad libs, yes, yes. Okay. Oh my goodness, what am I gonna do with you guys? You know, this is the first song I heard on the album. And if this is an indication of what I'm going to be listening to for the entirety of this album, I am very, very excited and impressed. Like I said, I predicted that BTS would finally arrive and be crowned and deserving of the crown of the biggest band or the biggest group in the world. I hate that moniker, biggest boy band. it kind of diminishes who they are at this point. It's not they're not a boy band anymore. They're a group. I think they're the biggest non-solo act in the world. But at this point, they have finally arrived, and nobody, nobody, and I've said this before, and nobody can, uh, nobody can really criticize the quality. Before there was a lot of boy bandness within this group, and there was K-pop in this group before, but those hints of those elements are gone now, and I said it before when it was Black Swan, and I can say it now. They are truly, truly world-class musicians, or pop musicians, and no one can deny it anymore at this point. uh, I don't know who produced this. I don't. And I said this before, but how they come up with these concepts, how they are able to mesh such unique sounds to create these gems of a song, it's truly remarkable. It really is, because they're really making music out of the box now. At this point, I mean, they have a lot of friends in the U.S. musician friends. Chain Smokers, Justin Bieber, Halsey. I am sure for certain that even though the general public may not respect their abilities, I'm sure the musicians in this industry, the insiders, at least, when they hear this song, when they hear Black Swan, when they hear Black Shadow, they are going to be very, very taken back or very impressed at what they're doing right now. There's no denying it. There is no denying it. I mean, there's going to be always this bias or stereotype that they're a boy band, or they're a K-pop act, or they're these Chinese, artists. These Chinese girl-looking, dancing, no talent group. There will always be that stereotype against them, but for certain, people who know music, people who are within the inner circle of pop music or mainstream music, they do not look down on this group at all. There's no chance. First of all, because of the success, worldwide success, or the following they have. Second, their dancing abilities, and third, their music abilities. I mean, there's nothing to criticize. If you really open your eyes and open your heart and really just see them for what they're doing and who they are, no one can deny their ability and what they are doing right now. Sorry, I'm so low tone. I'm still jet lagged from my trip, and I think I'll wrap it up here. I will do the music video reaction and the making of the music. I guess there's something like that that was just released. I will watch both during the live stream, which will be happening very shortly. For those of you who are watching this on a live stream replay, there is always a chat button underneath. You can turn on to watch the interaction between me and the viewers. I think that's it. I will give this a grade of 98. 98. That is where it stands. But keep in mind that my ratings are not static, and they will deviate, one or 2 or 3 points, but they never really deviate too far. Usually, and I think this goes for all of you as well. You don't have a 70 song that suddenly shoots up to 90, or a 100 song that just drops down to 80. Usually it just it's within the range of your first impression usually. So for me, 98 I think is accurate. It could go up a couple points or go down a couple points depending on the next few listens, but I feel confident with that grade. But very good job. I'm really excited for what's up, what's coming up next in the full album listen. That's it, and I will see you guys again. Bye, guys. Oh, I have to do one of these. I have to include that in the video, so YouTube picks it up as one of the options I can use as a thumbnail. I want to kind of be YouTuber-ish too. Anyways, bye guys.